Isn't it a fine morning indeed? I just love the smell of trivia in the morning, don't you? Well, don't you? Well. How many contestants are there? Just one player? I mean, great, only one player. Is this your first time riding with us? Well then, you won't be needing any more new instructions. It must be nice to know it all before you've even begun. I need you to type in your name now. Perfect, thank you. As you know, your buzzer is the key with the B on it. Hope you don't get cremated by now.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack the Ride is sponsored by the Plastic Mortician Association of Beverly Hills. It's never too late for a nip and tuck. And now, here's your host, Cookie!
Hey, how are ya? Let's get this game started before somebody pulls the sheet up over your face. Okay, let's ride. But hey, keep it down, you can wake the dead. Okay, hit your buzzer and try to... I like to call this category Iron Maiden opened and Death closed. Here's the question. If there were a Megadeth at a Megadeth concert, what most likely occurred? An epidemic disease, a natural disaster, a nuclear war, or a shredding guitar solo?
Okay, the next freak who jumps on stage during my solo gets a nuclear bomb up his ass! I mean it!
Megadeth is a unit used to represent 1 million deaths during nuclear war, but I think the only venues that hold that many people are in Brazil. Okay, select the value of the question. Your category is Mythology's Funniest Deaths, Part 4. $4,235, easy money, let's do it. Which of these activities might the Greek tragic figure Icarus have done that would have foreshadowed his death? Eat lots of chicken livers, jump potholes on his big wheel, wax his legs and arms, or poison himself with Spanish fly? Icarus made a pair of wings out of wax and feathers. When he flew too close to the sun, his wax wings melted. But, you know, it gave him a smoother and silkier death than shaving would have. Hit your buzzer to select the... may I say zoinks? Here's the category. You'll miss me when I'm dead and gross. All right, dry your eyes and complete the following sequence. Denial, anger, blank, depression, acceptance. What word completes this sequence? Blame. According to the famous model, the third stage of dealing with death and dying is bargaining. And the final stage is patting down the dirt. But you probably knew that, didn't you? I mean, you've gotten the last 3 questions right, so you obviously know a lot about death, huh? That's kind of creepy. Do you consider yourself to be one of those goth kids? Okay, buzz in and lock onto the highest value you can. Are you sitting down? Well, of course you are. You're at a computer. At any rate... Well, I, for one, am very excited. We have a Dis or Dat question. And this Dis or Dat question's category is... I was dying up there. Now, I'm going to list 7 movie titles, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it starts with dead or starts with fatal. For each right answer, you get some cash, and you're going to lose some for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them. And here we go. Again, starts with dead or presidents. Attraction. Poet society. Man walking. Beauty. Men don't wear plaid. Thing of beauty, let's see your new score. Alright, there it is. Let's keep moving. Hit your buzzer to choose. I think we can work with that, and here's your category. Did Snow White have a bat mitzvah? In accordance with Jewish ritual, when someone dies, immediate family members must sit Shiva for a period of 7 days. According to Jewish tradition, if Snow White's wicked stepmother is sitting Shiva, what does she have to do with her mirror? Cover it, break it, clean it, or talk to it? While they're sitting Shiva, mourners are supposed to cover the mirror so that vanity does not interfere with the mourning period. The wicked queen also has to give up her comfy chair and sit on a box. Hope she kept the apple crate. Alright, we're calling this one. His whole life just went down the toilet. You ready? Let's go. If you flush your dead goldfish down a toilet in Peru, which of the following will happen? He'll swirl down clockwise, he'll swirl down counterclockwise, he'll go straight down without swirling, or it depends on the toilet. Although many people say that toilets flush in the opposite direction in the southern hemisphere, the direction of flow actually depends on the direction the pipe in the tank points. And if you really love your goldfish, you bury him in the backyard. Hey, buzz into selective vet. Oi, that sucked. Here's your category. Some old ladies should eat cat food. Okay, this is a fill in the blank, so buzz in and type your answer when you know it. Now pay attention and take a listen to this autopsy report.
The cadaver is an old lady I know. She has an enormous bump protruding from her stomach. My God, she swallowed a horse, inside of which is a cow, and in the cow's mouth is a goat, and a dog, and a cat, and a bird, and a spider!
If the tape hadn't run out, what would you have heard the coroner find inside the spider that the old lady swallowed? Run with it. According to the gruesome children's rhyme, the old lady swallowed a fly and a bunch of other animals. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps I'll vomit. Now select...
Bingo.
I saw a movie late last night and it just scared me shitless. S-C-A-R-Y, S-C-A-R-Y, S-C-A-R-Y. I think I soiled my britches.
Welcome to Scary! Remember to buzz in on the first letter of the answer you have in mind. If you collect all the letters, you grab the cash. Here we go. Intruders might set off your burglar blink. Wake up! Scary tale you weave. A yarn. Eyes inflict blank wounds. You got me! Murder backwards. Red rum. One more letter and the bonus is yours. Fear of spiders. Get him off me! Got pig blood dumped on her. Scary! There you go. Ooh, scary. Can you say bonus? That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Alright, bang your buzzer. Okie doke, let's check out the category. But caning an American boy is just barbaric. And right this way, please. If capital punishment were only legal in the world's capitals, which of these could not happen to you? Getting the chair in Canberra, getting hanged in Havana, getting beheaded in Buenos Aires, or getting injected in Istanbul? Istanbul's not the capital of Turkey. Ankara is. And besides, a turkey injection probably wouldn't kill you. You'd just be really sleepy. Alright, here's your category. Farming is so goth. Okay, you know that thing the Grim Reaper carries? I never know how to pronounce that word. With which of these words does this word rhyme? Bitta, lethe, tithe, or rethke? Scythe rhymes with tithe. But I still like to call it the Grim Reaper's big scary pointy thing. Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the next question. Could I interest you in some roadkill? Buzz in when you see the item that correctly pairs up the two items on the screen. And that bonus question at the end could mean even more cash. All right, put it in gear, we're going. Pitcher and catcher into salt and blank. What do these two things have in common? Slang for money and blanking butter. Thin layer and movie. Disagreeable person and blank box. Score. Electricity and booze. A galosh and eraser material. To take advantage of and the blank of human kindness. Okay, it's bonus time. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all things the old lady ate? Things with expiration date! You nailed it! Rack it up! You got it. Good for you. Now go away. Your time's up. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Okay, buzzing and... The category is... Rock, rock till you drop. And now the question. Which song title best describes the Hindu funeral custom of sati? The Beatles' Happiness is a Warm Gun, The Supremes' You Keep Me Hanging On, Blue Oyster Cult's Burnin' For You, or Roberta Flack's Killing Me Softly? The now outlawed practice of a widow throwing herself on her husband's burning funeral pyre is called sati. And once the widow's all burned up, she'd be sooty. All right, it's time. How can I put this? Well, here's your clue. In other words, he died. I bet I know what this one's about, but I'm not telling. Here we go. So close! Just as well no one was around to see it anyway.
This is from my Baptist minister, who instilled in next week on Round and Round and Round and...
If you're looking for an alternative to check out the new album from White Noise, Static. Rolling Stone calls it a triumph in nihilism. Billboard says it's a sound that can be found on the radio between, well, just about everything. Static features the title track, Static. Turn that crap down. Something's wrong with the receiver. And the live version of feedback. Static. We don't care if you get it or not.
Next week on Round and Round and Round and Round and Round Table, Doctors Alan Gurm and Gerald Meatbottom discuss the controversial new sleep-inducing therapy for insomnia sufferers, getting up and getting a glass of...
Hey, folks, crazy.
Good morning. Welcome to You Don't Know Jack, the ride. You know, it's not just for breakfast anymore. How many people will be playing? Nobody else to play with? Well, who needs them? Are you a first-time rider? Ah, yes, they always come back. Type your name. Thank you. If you feel like buzzing, use the letter B. Well, that's all I have to say. Hope to see you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack, the Ride, is brought to you by Mother's Little Helper. Keeps you sedate from morning till late. And don't forget Daddy's Little Helper. Tell the kids Mommy and I are just wrestling. And now, here's your host, the one, the only, Cookie!
Hey there, welcome to the game. Don't take too many of those big pills or I'll feel like Jack and the Beanstalk, okay? Now don't crush your keyboard. And now, you're about to get the strongest dosage of trivia possible without a prescription. Hey, buzz into selected... Took a hit on that one. Here's your category. I'd like to make a pharmaceutical withdrawal. And right this way, please. At what bank would you most likely make a suppository deposit? Federal Savings and Topical Cream, First Bank of the Painful Injection, National Bank of the Anus, or Credit Union of the Mouth? It melts in your ass, not in your hands. And don't forget, there's a penalty for early withdrawal. Get your buzzer to... We're calling this one. Now I really need a new drug. What do we got here? 3,200 and change? All right, let's do it. Which of these statements about Advil is false? Advil is aspirin-free, Advil is kosher, Advil contains sodium but is salt-free, or Advil contains beef byproducts. Advil ain't kosher. So for those of you planning to serve up a big bowl for the next Jewish holiday, maybe you should order out. Okay, buzz in and lock on to the highest value you can. Well, it's a start. Anyway, I'm too cheap and horny to go to the drugstore. You know, nowadays condoms are a real necessity, but damn they can be expensive. If you decide to save a few bucks and make your own condoms out of natural latex, what will you need to ask of your pharmacist? May I have a bag of coal chunks, please? May I have some milky tree juice, please? May I have some lambskin, please?
There you go, Billy. Hey, what are you gonna make with that plant juice? Some kind of fountain of youth?
You're not too far off there, Mr. Olson. See ya.
Latex is a naturally occurring milky juice that comes out of plants and trees, if you buy them dinner first. Alright, it's time to Dillywinkle Doodle Snorfin'. Oh, wait a minute, is this one of the, Okay, I got it. Alright, here's your real category. Daddy's Secret Wardrobe. Keep in mind, the sooner you hit your buzzer, the more cash you can pick up. All right, tell me what phrase this rhymes with. Hey, pause lousy dress! And ignore the punctuation. Start typing your answer. May cause drowsiness. Yeah, that cold medicine I'm taking says that on the box, but so far it's had no effect. Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the highest value you can. Coming up. I have no parents, and I'm short. And now, the question. Which of the following would you expect to see in a sitcom's very special episode about orphan drugs? Arnold Jackson becoming a giant, Webster on a spiritual journey, Punky Brewster being cured of a rare disease, or Buffy, Jody, and Sissy getting over colds? Drugs that can cure rare diseases are known as orphan drugs because they're unprofitable for pharmaceutical companies to develop. Just like it's unprofitable for child actors to develop during the sitcom's run. Alright, I like to call this category, I like my drugs in a hurry. Okay, imagine this. It's a nice spring day and you're doing a cool 75 on the freeway with your top down. Well, I mean, your car's top down. When the cops pull you over and discover 8 pounds of illegal codeine in your back seat, what sound can you make to convince them you have a legitimate reason for having it? Is it sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4? Once again, codeine is a cough suppressant. And I sure hope you've got a prescription for that open 40 ounce of malt liquor between your legs. Now select the highest value and see if you hit the jackpot. Here's your category. You need drugs to live in South Dakota. Get your buzzer finger ready, here we go. If you consume the complimentary elixir that made South Dakota's wall drug famous, from what are you most likely suffering? Dehydration, depression, low blood sugar, or bad attitude? The tiny husband and wife pharmacy in Wall, South Dakota started putting signs on the highway advertising free ice water, and the rest is American and marketing history. I tried something similar growing up, but people in my neighborhood just got annoyed when I sprayed them with the hose. Okay. Excuse me, I think you just stepped in roadkill. Alrighty, remember to buzz in on the item that correctly unites the pair on the screen. And also, there's some bonus money up for grabs at the end. Alright, put it in gear, we're going. Sweater buzzball and female contraceptive. What's the common link between these two? Score! 1/6 of an ounce and used to stir Lipton's. Discontinues and pearl blank tooth polish. Score! Opposite of specific and plain supermarket brand. Middle Eastern dried fruit and romantic engagement. Ten Commandments medium and notepad. Deceptively alter and the D in PhD. Score! Okay, it's bonus time. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all no relation whatsoever? Biblical terminology! Hands-on medicine! You nailed it! Rack it up! This will lead to a happier, healthier score. Now let's get back to the game. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Hit your buzzer. Boy, things like this make it all not worthwhile, you know? Anyway, here's your category. RXs and O's. So, you want to see the question? Yeah, me too. Here we go. If the Dallas Cowboys change their name to the Drugstore Cowboys, what should fans expect to see? Quarterbacks busting shoplifters, linebackers doing lasso demonstrations, running backs robbing pharmacies, or defensive backs acting like rodeo clowns?
He's at aisle 15, aisle 10, aisle 5. He's only got the security guard left. And he's through the doorway. It's a burglary.
In the movie Drugstore Cowboy, Matt Dillon and his rowdy friends rob drugstore after drugstore. All right, buzz in for the cash. The category is what to take if you're depressed about your wart. So, have you heard of the over-the-counter herbal remedy St. John's wort? Well, if your local pharmacy runs out of St. John's wort and you decide instead to swallow an actual wart from St. John's finger, whose wart will you have to track down? Pope John I's, John the Baptist's, John King of England's, or John of Salisbury's? St. John's wort is named after St. John the Baptist because it blooms on his birthday, June 24th. Isn't he lucky? Well, it's better than having a boil pop up on your ass every time it's your birthday. Do a lot worse than that. Let's check out your category. Scabs unite for world peace. Hey, remember back in the mid-'80s when those all-star rockers got together and formed that group Band-Aid to end world hunger? Well, if the stage had collapsed during the recording of Band-Aid's Do They Know It's Christmas, which of the following artists would not be affixing a Band-Aid to his skinned knee? Boy George, Bruce Springsteen, Phil Collins, or Sting? The boss wasn't in Band-Aid, he was in USA for Africa. But his knees are probably all skinned up anyway, you know, from all that dancing in the dark. Okay, hit your buzzer, try to snag the highest value. Your category is... Take this question and call me in the morning. So I go to my doctor's office the other day complaining about chest pains. He sticks a finger up my butt and gives me this prescription. Take a close look. 1 tablet Loestrin BID, 2 Prozac with milk TID, 20 Viagra in D, 3 Wigraine QID. Which of these will I be taking the most often? Viagra, Wigraine, Prozac, or Loestrin? When you get a prescription, QID means 4 times a day. Oh, and by the way, Wigraine is for migraine headaches. It comes in a suppository. Yes, I really do have my head up my ass. Okay, buzz in and lock on to the highest value you can. Take 2 clues and call me in the morning. Well, on second thought, you only get 1, so pay attention. Medicine, man. Here, have a teaspoon. It's cherry flavored. There you go. Hope you feel better. So close! Just as well no one was around to see it anyway.
Mom and Dad, pack up the station wagon. You took
took everything when you divorced me. When you divorced me. You took my favorite shirts, you took my country tapes, you took the new TV, you took the seedless grapes when you divorced me. When you divorced me, we went from M-A-R-I-A-G-E to B-I-V-O-R-S-E. You broke my little H-A-R-T. Now I'm in M-I-S-R-E. I had a real nice pen, it used to write in blue. I used to write you letters and you took them too when you divorced me. When you divorced me, I seem to recall a half a can of beer. Now I wanna get drunk, but it's not here, 'cause you divorced me. 'Cause you divorced me. We went from M-A-R-I-A-G-E to B-I-V-O-R-S-E. You broke my little H-A-R-T. Now I'm in M-I-S-R-E. A-B-C-D-E-F-G H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-T-Q-R-S-P U-V-W-X and Z. Q. We went from M-A-R-I-A-G-E to D-I-V-O-R-S-E. You even took our K-A-T. Now I'm in M-I-S-R-E.
He's short and squat with thinning hair, protruding gut and derriere. He's got no neck, it's just not there. But I just can't avert my stare. I watch him from across the street. I hope someday that I can meet the boy from Chichen Itza. His forehead's like a billboard sign. His eyes are red as Boone's farm wine. His nose is like a cone of pine. His lips, hey, well, they look just fine. I wave at him, but he can't see. His lazy eye can't locate me. The boy from Chichen Itza. Decide the time is right. I finally have him in my sight. Perhaps we'll go out for a bite. I cross the street, the traffic's light. I fail to see the garbage truck. Now my life with him is fun. The boy from Chichen